Okay, so I'm thrilled that we have this chance to talk a little bit about community-based research and most importantly about the work that women do as peer researchers in HIV and AIDS research. Tell me a little bit of how you got started in this.
Well, I was working as assistant from the director of EHA programs, and during doing that work, I was actually, invited to join the research group or team. There was an evaluation to be done, and they needed peers to help out other peers. So that's how I got involved with research in the first place.
What is specific about being a female, a woman doing peer research work?
Well, I think especially when you're dealing with women and you're doing research with women, they feel much more comfortable. I feel like they really open up. They're not afraid to talk about things because there's a mutual understanding and because there's I find there's a lot of similar experiences, and so women really, you can feel they let their guard down. They're not so apprehensive in talking and sharing their information.
And you said it's become easier, but there must be some things that are still a bit of a challenge in doing this work. What remains as a challenge for you as a woman peer researcher?
Well, I guess it depends on the projects. A lot of times, it doesn't come as natural. I still require practice. Confidence is a big one, right? Because sometimes it's a little shaky, like, whoa, especially with a new project. What is going to be my performance like? And I guess after one or two interviews, then it gets easier and I feel more comfortable. But just because I have done this in the past doesn't mean that I can come to another project and I'm ready to go and I'm perfect. It requires practice. And that is a continuous learning. It doesn't stop.
Practice makes perfect. And for you, Mary, what continues to be a challenge as a woman peer researcher?
I think because it has been in the past dominated by men, that even the men that I interview are sort of like, are you really a peer? And I've actually found that it's educational for both of us. Because a man's experience can be very different with HIV than a woman's. And I've had men say, wow, I didn't know that women experience that problem, or I didn't realize that that was an issue with women more than it is with men, or so I think also to show the face of women, it empowers me, and I'm hoping that through my involvement I can encourage other women to participate as well, because all of our experiences and everything that we bring to the table is different. And I've never had any problems with not getting answers. I think a lot of times they've bent over backwards trying to make sure that, everything runs smoothly.
So I think at the same time you're mentioning some of the benefits. Is there any other particular kind of benefit as a woman you can highlight in your experience as a peer researcher? You said you're backed up, you're supported. You mentioned the education back and forth, kind of getting to know each other with men living with HIV. Is there any other benefit that you see?
Well, to me, I guess I feel more connected to my community.
Yeah,
the fact that I have the the opportunity to work in different projects has also given me the reward of getting to know the people that I'm interviewing. And specifically, I guess also working as a volunteer has also helped me as well, because the people that I know previously plus the people that I don't know, it establishes knowledge of, I guess, more compassion, empathy, that I'm not just learning from them, but they're also learning from me. And for me, before, I didn't know much about the gay community, to be honest with you. So having the opportunity to interview more than 60 gay men,
right.
Now I have the picture of how they
right.
are, how, and it's great. I have developed great relationships and great friendships because of it. Before, I didn't know. So for me, it's great. I guess I have inspired other women as well. When I had the opportunity to talk about this kind of job, or if I'm doing presentations, I will have the opportunity to also mention or encourage or perhaps inspiring. You can do this. If I can do it, so can you.
I have one last question, and it's a bit of a combined question. So if you can think of yourselves in say 5 or 10 years from now, in this role or something related to it, where will you be, and what kind of advice you have for other women who want to be peer researchers or are thinking about it, or are thinking even about research or participating in it? So 2 things. So where you see yourself in 5 or 10 years from now, and 1 or 2 good tips for others who are watching this.
Well, I guess for me, besides doing interviews, I would like to also expand my knowledge into other areas of research. I'm not sure yet as to what, perhaps, analysis. I'm not sure of dissemination, but I am very interested to know more than just doing interviews.
Great. And 1 tip?
And, well, actually, I guess I would say to be yourself, have confidence, and really pursue what you're really interested or looking after. I mean, research is very interesting area. I mean, it opens a lot of job opportunities. In my own experience, I have experienced that, and I'm very fortunate because it keeps me doing something. I'm working, and I'm also providing for my family. So it's not just living in ODSP or in government assistance, but it's actually doing something. Right. And for me, right, it's empowering.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yes. I think that my experience has also shown me that there's a lot of gaps in the system. Whether it's this, the community services, the public services, the health services, or whatnot, and so it's made me more aware of those things, and I'd like to see myself down the road being more active in making a difference by being more involved in a different role within the research, maybe as a co-investigator, or to initiate something, and or to even just be able to bring things to the table that as a peer researcher you're doing what you're told to do, but I'd like to go to the next step. And I think that women really they've got so much to share, and it means so much to have a peer talk to you during the research process, for women to be seen as being active and not just as a participant, but as someone who is making a difference.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.